about. Before we close out, guys, tell me what you think about this down below. Do you believe me now? Do you want to go watch my MCU X-Men Explained video, Mutants in the MCU Explained, that theory video I made for you guys? Check it out if you haven't already. Shameless plug. Also, let me take some comments from the live before we close out. Fancast Forever says, hello, what's up, my dude? He also says, I love these videos, by the way. Andrew Beacom 100 says, hello. And then Fancast says, hi, Andrew. They have a quick conversation and says, I wish Will Smith was in this. Fancast, oh, meaning Suicide Squad. Yes, I agree. I wish Will Smith would come back as Deadshot. I really liked him. But I still think my favorite Deadshot was the Deadshot that was on Arrow in the early seasons. Man, that was Michael, I can't remember what his last name is, but Michael Rowe. That's what it is. Michael Rowe. Michael Rowe was fantastic as Deadshot on Arrow. I really liked that. And I was sad that the old Warner Brothers had that policy where you couldn't have two of the same hero existing at the same time. So like when they had him there and they knew they were going to make Suicide Squad, they canned all of the CW's Suicide Squad members, including like Bronze Tiger. They kicked him off the show for a bit, and then they allowed the Suicide Squad movie to take those characters. They thought that them competing was going to divide the fans. No way, dude. This is comic books, dude. You can have a billion different versions of the same character and everyone's going to buy it. They'll buy the t-shirts, you know what I mean? So, but thank God for Walter Hamada, who now has since said, no, go nuts. As many characters as you want, you can duplicate, you can do universes, Crisis on Infinite Earths, you can have a billion of the same character if you want. Go for it. Go bananas. And like that's why we have Cyborg in the DCEU with Ray Fisher, and then Cyborg, the kid, was it Jovian Wade, if I'm remembering his name, on Doom Patrol. So you can have multiple of those guys thanks to Walter Hamada. And so next on the comments we have, don't have Twitter. Is there an Instagram account for Disney Plus update? I don't know if there's a Disney Plus update Instagram account. There probably is. Most of the time when you find these news sources, they do multiple pages, but I don't know that to be a fact. So I do know that he has a Twitter. It's a fun account. He doesn't stick to strictly like superhero stuff. He does all Disney Plus updates, but that's pretty cool because then you can stay in the loop with everything. So next up, Andrew Beacom says, when is your next Fancasting Summit? That is a very good question, guys. And this will be the last question that I take is the Fancasting Summit number 7 has been slightly postponed because it was, spoilers for that event, it's a Spider-Man event, and the whole MCU fallout has kind of put a delay on the video that we were making. It's a massive project, so I had to go back and rework a couple of things, rework some of my designs, and re-record some stuff. So I had planned for it to be MCU, and you know what? Now it's not going to be able to be MCU. It's going to have to be Sony verse. But thank God it's still Tom Holland. It's still the same appropriate age ranges, and it doesn't mess really with the castings, unless you want to, I don't know, base it off of some other factor other than it being Tom Holland, the age, and the existing stories that we know from the Sony movies like Homecoming and Far From Home, because those are Sony films. That is Sony canon. Even though it is MCU canon, it's Sony canon. Sony doesn't have to deviate from Homecoming and Far From Home. They just can't use 60% of the characters, which sucks. But you know, that's just what it is. So I kind of had to rework a few things, and I'm still working on that project. So it's going to be a little bit, guys, but bear with me because, you know, that news dropped as soon as I got like all the images and everything in from everybody. So yeah, big project, taking a while, and I've launched my merch store, so that's been taking up some time as well. Yeah, just a lot of schedule conflicts going on all at once. I apologize for the delay, but it should be coming out. And I knew I was going to, I said I was going to try to do it this month. I think it's going to have to happen maybe in the early part of next month because it's a big project. But I appreciate your guys' patience. I appreciate the enthusiasm, and I have your guys' images. So it's still going to happen 100%. That will be the next Fancasting project I do. So thank you guys very much. Now, lastly, before we close out, if you guys hadn't already seen, my merch store, I've got a lot of cool designs. A couple of my logos, the Stuff of Legend and Fan of Much Fiction. I also have a ton of Power Rangers designs from a bunch of different generations of Power Rangers. A lot of really cool, like Ninja Storm, Time Force, Dino Thunder. You find like Zeo, Mighty Morphin, Super Mega Force, a lot, and the new 2017 Power Rangers movie. Lots of fun things, and also I've gotten a lot of Batman designs in because I like to celebrate and ask the question: who is your Batman? Who is the Batman that you recognize as your Batman? Is it one from the 80s? Is it one from the 40s? Is it one from Saturday Night Live? Is it one from a YouTube channel? What is your favorite Batman? And I've got a bunch of merch lines to celebrate those if you guys want to rock your favorite Batman. Because I'm a big Batman fan. I really love almost every single one of the Batman iterations. In fact, I can't think of one I don't have fond feelings for. Some, obviously, I like way more than others. But that being said, I got lots of respect for even the ones that are not particularly my cup of tea. So you guys, let me know which one your favorite Batman is down below. And what's your favorite Power Ranger? What's your favorite Power Ranger series? I want to know those things as well. Tons of other things as well. Fancasting shirts like the Fancasting Summit and then the checklist. Also Funko Pops. I've got only one shirt for that now, but I've got plenty of designs on the way, as well as Star Wars, Help Me Dave Filoni, You're My Only Hope, and DC Bat Fan t-shirt, which I'm really excited for. I did create that one myself. It's not super like, oh wow, how'd you do that? It's really simple, but it is effective. So you guys have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys next time right here on The Stuff of Legend.